Okay, so this has gone through about a 30-40 second cycle. It realized that it has adequate power, but it doesn't have any kind of fuel source. So the machine's intelligent enough that it just basically stopped trying to ignite and start. When things happen, like a propane tank runs out on site, etc., and your customer isn't paying attention to this or keeping it fueled up, they're going to run into this situation where this reset light lights and machine isn't working. It's a simple procedure to reset it. You just hold down this button here until the light goes out. Don't hold it too long, just until the light goes out. Now all of a sudden, it's going to try and start itself again. Hopefully by this time, you've got the fuel problem or whatever it else was that tripped it up solved, and you can light it up and go to town. We have your operator's manual here. We always recommend that people read this operator's manual, especially for something that's running combustible fuel. We know in the real world that doesn't necessarily happen all the time. While we're down here, we'll point out forklift pockets here. This is a good size unit. It'll actually fit into the back of a standard 6-foot box for a pickup truck. Go around to the front. This is the hot end. So we don't have it on this because we just took this out of the box, but there's a shroud that goes on this here that comes out, and it has a 20-inch diameter output for ducting. We can also give you two 16-inch diameter ducting outputs or three 12-inch diameter ducting outputs. For the sake of simplicity, when you're running a 20-inch duct out the hot end of this, you can run the ducting about 100 feet. And it has enough CFM to push it through, as I mentioned, 3,000 CFM. This is your internal thermostat. This little bendable bracket here is just for shipping. So we encourage that when these go into the service shop and they come out of the box and they're putting into service, guys, please do not don't let your service guys leave this little bracket on here. This is actually supposed to go on the shroud that fits on here and it bolts on. This is just for shipping purposes only. You can fly the unit on site with a crane here with a lifting hook. And if you come around to this side here, we have a cold weather kit. The cold weather kit is for extreme cold temperatures. And what that involves is there's a small dedicated blower motor that's constantly blowing air into the combustion chamber. You need oxygen for combustion. And it's drawing that air through this little inlet here. Now if it's drawing minus 40-degree weather, you're going to get air into this combustion chamber. You're going to get less efficient combustion, especially in a really, really cold environment. So the cold weather kit involves a little snorkel that just comes around and draws in preheated air that's already come through the machine, and it just runs much more efficiently. Since we're talking about that, these machines are designed to draw in cold ambient air, be it minus 30, minus 40 degree, and adequately heated as is. But for the sake of saving fuel and heating up the air more efficiently, we have a provision that you can run a duct from the air intake side back into the building that you're heating, running a duct from the hot side out into the building. Now it's not heating minus 40 degree weather air, it's heating preheated air. Takes less fuel, takes less time to get that space up to heat, works very efficient, and we highly recommend that you coach your customers on setting them up that way. Other than that, I think that covers this machine, and we'll move on to the next one.